Hello everybody and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Okay, so I have a couple ideas for what we're going to do in this episode. However, apparently there has been an anniversary chapter 2, quote, quote, of Angels of Ruina, which, as you know, probably one of my top 10 mods, if I had to guess. Other than that King of the Endgame fight, which, took a while, took a hot minute, little bit hard. But we're gonna do something a little bit different in this episode, and basically, from what I understand, Angels of Ruina, this one in particular, has been fully dubbed over by the actual developers. So because of that, it's not often that we get a full dub of a mod. So I think this is probably one of the few times that I'm gonna opt not to go through the story myself and instead recommend that you go through the dub, because it's so rare that we get dubbed Ruina mods that they should probably get a bit more attention for that. Not that I'm saying I'm popular or anything. I'm very far from that. But I definitely think credit should go where it's due. And I probably would not do as well as the people that they chose, as funny as hearing Tifrith's voice again would be. For a better experience, it is highly recommended for you to finish Angels of Ruina before playing this mod. I already did, so no worries. Beryl's key page obtained. Wow, so it's literally just 2 cutscenes? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, then I would definitely recommend that you go watch those, because it is literally just 2 videos, so. So, let's take a look at Beryl's new page, which we can now search up. Thank you so much for making this mod. Beryl. Has unique combat pages that cannot be replaced or swapped. At emotion level 3, the 3-cost combat page, Apostle, is added to personal ego list. Angel of Ruina. At the start of the act, gain 4 conviction. Upon winning a clash using a defensive dice, gain 1 conviction. Conviction boosts the minimum and maximum roll values of all dice by +1 for every 4 stacks. Can stack up to 12. At the end of the scene, subtract 1/3 of the stack, rounded down. Always moving forward. At the end of each scene, recover 2 HP and stagger resist for every 2 conviction on self upon taking what would be a lethal blow. Nullify the attack, fully recover HP and stagger resist, and have the amount of conviction on self. And then, means of survival. Defensive dice power, gain +2. Offensive, lose 1. As for her pages, Altered Anticipation. On use, restore 1 light, gain 1 conviction. Okay, she has 3 of those. Impartiality. Block, and on hit, boost power of all dice on the next page by +2. Straight to the mark. Draw 2 pages, block, slash, and a counter evade. And then it ends with Path of Conviction. Can only be used at emotion level 3 and above. On use, discard all pages. Draw 4 pages at the start of the next scene. On clash win, gain 2 conviction. On clash win, gain 1 conviction. On hit, deal +1 additional damage for every 2 users' conviction. Okay. I mean, that does seem really good. If anything, there is a part of me that almost wants to say it would work on HOD, but at the same time, I know that HOD has always been kind of one of our heavy hitters, so we'll see. I'm considering it. We'll see who we put Beryl on, though, but I don't know. We'll see. What's this about now? We got plenty enough to deal with already after the 4th pack got trashed. Moisian. Okay, this is a guy. Probably.
You say that, eh? But you seem to be taking it rather slow today, eh? Did you have a nice old cup of joe in the hatchery? The one going full whack? And with a good slather of cream, too. That stuff's made of milk, you know. Bold for the livestock we are.
And how's that little remark of yours supposed to help the situation exactly? I'm quite certain we're not the only team having to send out all our troops on every dang mission just to make ends meet. Still acting before thinking, are you, Robinon? Ooh, yeah, that fits. Get out of here with their snarky remarks, you dang. Shut up and sit down. Take a look at this.
Ugh, that's...
I believe you're all well versed on what this is. How could we not be? It's the only thing every pack's been smidgen about lately. And today, this was officially handed in as an order. Forced upon me, to be exact.
So what you're saying is we gotta scrape up the wee bit of energy we don't even bloody have after the fourth pack hogged it all, then throw ourselves into the library?
Yee, I cannot decide on his voice. That is no good. Can't believe I'd have something to agree on with that log. Finally gone senile, have you, Captain? Let's see if you can keep that speak up. Keep reading.
That's a case presented during one of the emergency meetings, merging and abolishing Pack 2 and 3.
What?
That means... Now something's gone wrong here, Captain. There ain't no other pack than us to be presented with more reliable zogs. This has to be a fluke.
This is horrible. Oh, it's just the worst voice for him. The needless spending of energy the Robins used for issues unrelated to the original mission. That! And the rat's ever-declining population of dirty tactics and methods. Unscheduled work committed on back streets near the vicinity of a nest, and more interaction with those living in it than what the wing would like. You only get away with like this when we actually have the resources, you dumb animals. Our wing only has the tiniest bit of energy left now, spread thin between the remaining packs. Leaves us to make do with this crumb for God knows how long. And L-Corp's been radio silent with no news of returning, with the library that appeared in its place now ranked a star of the city. With a dirtied reputation and infamous for wasting energy, it was just a matter of time until they started tossing around the idea of throwing us out. And you're telling me neither of you expected this? Did you survive the hatchery through sheer luck, or what?
Apologies, Captain.
There's only one path left for us now. To solve our energy crisis and prevent our Corp's reputation from dropping from our singularity being leaked, we're going in the library and recovering both L-Corp and R-Corp books. And finally, we return alive, proving the worth of our pack.
So we're being graded off how much rep we can get back.
The sudden disposal of the fourth pack was unplanned for.
Nothing left to do but to get to it.
Ready your troops and prepare for battle. We're headed for the library. The entire pack. So, of the R-Corp packs that were sent in to deal with the library, those two teams weren't considered? I don't know. There's next to no information we have of them. They probably have their own reasons for only sending the fourth pack over they. Makes sense, I guess. Only the fourth pack was directly related to L-Corp after all.
Seems rather down to earth, this place.
Strangely tranquil. Stick those lips and keep focus. Greetings, dear guests. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my roles. Namesake. So, you're our pale librarian we've heard so much about. So, what was the fourth pack to the library? Is that a question of their worth? That or their difficulty as a foe? They were perfectly fit to receive reckless guests, like you. You clutched together, expecting us to follow suit their fate. While that would be most wonderful, everything has its order. Elaborate. Your answers are within the books you seek. May you find your book in this place. Bobbin-on! 220 health, 103 stagger, endured 2 slash, and blunt. Stagger, blah, whatever. Sorry, I'm feeling kind of weird today. Bioassimilated wings. Can use activate wings combat page. When activated, all pages in hand gain. If type of the page is melee, change it to special page. No, change it to special. Page ability from this page is removed. Spend 4 charge when using an affected page to deal 5 damage to self whenever an offensive die from this page is rolled. Superposition. When using special type combat page, recycle the first die on the page once. Robin Surgery. Gain 1 charge upon taking damage. If HP is lower than 70%, take 3 less damage from combat page effects. Woo! Grit, take 1 less stagger. Blunt power +1. On a successful hit, recover 2 HP. Store up to 25 charges. At the start of each scene, gain 5 charge. Restore 2 light and draw 2 more pages. Soundwave. Take 2 damage 2 times. Restore 1 light. Gain 3 charge. All dice on this page lose 1 power. Amplification field. Gain 6 charge. Take 5 damage. If no other allies using amplification field, all dice on this page lose 2 power. Bird Strike. Draw 1 page. All dice on this page lose 3 power. Draw 1 page. Take 6 damage after this die is rolled. Scattering. Gain 2 charge. Draw 1 page. All dice on this page lose 2 power. On hit, gain 4 charge. Okay. Diffraction. Draw 2 pages. Destroy all die except the first die on this page. Ended Snare. Mass Individual. On use, all dice on this page lose 3 power. On hit, gain 3 charge. Man, you guys really do not like having power, do you? Okay, Bioassimilated Wings. These are all the same. Alright. Then let us begin. So, we get to try out our smoke sensor deck. You're already going for a mass attack. Okay. That's fine. Fine. I'll just have to go for glaciating shower then. Then, I'm gonna go for guidance of the gears. You know what? Everyone has sensor now. And then I want to try and counter this. We are out of resources. Focus Spirit should be able to get through this. And then I'm going to go for Upstanding Slash. Let's see. Where am I going to? You. This is fully animated? Wow. Okay. Small detail that I did not know. By the way, we haven't done the mod with this mountain. So, yeah, maybe we should do that soon. Apparently it's fully animated. If sensor is lit. Could preheat. The main reason I've been going for Glaciating Shower is just so we could try and win that mass individual, though. Let's see. We could light... I mean... Yeah, you know what? Glaciating Shower. And then we'll also sensor preheat. We'll just soak that. Wow, a lot of people are going for Myra. That is unfortunate. I'm just going to go for counter die, and then we're going to light up our sensor. Let's go. Nobody blocked it. All right. Ouch. Okay, we take a little bit of damage. That's fine. Safeguard could have defended us more, but it's okay that it didn't. Big damage. And we do also have access to 3 floors this reception, so I'm not, like, super worried or anything. Okay, counter die doesn't end up working. Okay, shockwave does end up working, and then we don't end up dodging. That's fine. Sensor preheat. Okay. Let's see. On hit, gain 1 bleed. Yeah, you know what? Fear of water. This is probably one of the first few times that I'm actually going to be using Fear of Water. Also, can't use this. Apparently, it's Blood Fiend exclusive. So, that's unfortunate. Probably should have read that part, but oh well. Our sensor is lit, so let's go ahead and go for it. If sensor is lit at the start of the next scene, draw 2 pages. I think we can get away with that. Then, let's gain some strength. Go for onrush. Okay, then how are we doing? We have 1 sensor. Spend 1 stack. You know what? I think we could do that. I think we could do that. Then I want to sensor preheat. We're going to take a lot of damage, but hey, you know, what are you going to do? Autonomous rush. Then I want to go for dreary downpour. Then let's go for vapor and core initialization. Oh, so close. 5 health. 5 health. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, well. Counter die gain power. Hang on. I want savagery on Gib. Ooh, actually. You know what? I guess we're double dipping. We're double dipping today, boys. Which one is this? Ensnare. 8 to 15. Okay. The gears. I mean, that worked out pretty well. They're all very low. What I wouldn't give for an onrush right now, though. Okay, everybody gets hit. Core initialization does not quite work out for us. Safeguard does, though. Okay, counter dice fail us. We're not staggered yet. Okay, he runs away, probably to the 3rd fight. Not much left to go. I'm really debating laughter. I know we're picking all the weird ones. You know what? I'm gonna go with Ruddled Well Tsungabura. Why not? And then we're going Crimson Scar. Now, as for you, you're just guaranteed dead, so goodbye. Moisien. Putrefacted. I'm not entirely sure how to say that, actually. Dice gain +1 power for every 8 stacks of toxic. Burn plus smoke on self. Toxic burn and smoke on self with a maximum of 3 power. What? Okay. At the start of the scene, gain 5 charge and 3 smoke and draw a page. Every other scene, gain 2 toxic. If the character has 16 or more toxic at the start of the scene, gain 1/4 of that amount in bleed and purge all toxic from self. Okay. If the character has 11 or more charge at the start of the scene, inflict 2 additional stacks of toxic, burn, and smoke through combat pages. If the character has a status ailment at the start of the scene, gain 3 charge. If HP is 70% or lower, take only half as much damage from status effects. Plus 1 additional smoke stack. Okay. Thermal power generation. Restore 1 light, gain 3 charge, gain 2 burn, on hit inflict 2 smoke. Null color catalyst. Gain 4 burn and 6 smoke. On hit inflict stacks of toxic and smoke on each other, divided by 3, burn. Toxic. Oh my god, that's so small. At the start of the scene, X divided by 2 random combat pages in hand are selected. Minimum of 1. Gain 1 stack every time a die is rolled from the selected pages. At the end of the scene, take X damage and subtract 1/3 of the stack. Okay, so it just does damage. It just does damage to us. Okay. Alright. Biochemical warfare. Gain 9 charge, 4 toxic, 2 smoke. On clash lose, inflict 2 toxic to each other. Then the next die gains 3 power. If user has 6+ toxic, inflict 3 toxic to all enemies. Incinerate. Gain 5 burn. On clash win, gain 5 charge, inflict 2 burn to each other. Okay. Inflict burn equal to half a burn on self. Purge, same amount of burn from self. I'm not even going to try and say that. Take 0 damage from toxic for the scene. If user has more than 10 stacks of toxic, recover 10 HP and gain 2 protection in the scene. Inflict 2 toxic to each other on hit twice. And heavy accumulator. Store charge 15. This page's cost is lowered by 1 for every 7 charge stored. On use, gain X plus 5 charge. Okay. And then you are the same. All right. Then let us go through this rat-infested library. Go forth. Okay, inflicted with a little bit of toxic. Manifest ego. Counter die works all 3 times. That's insane. Focus your spirit. Okay, we don't gain the strength for that. That's more unfortunate. Vagaburd's getting awfully close to dying. Let us hope that does not take shape. Okay, get staggered. Sensor is preheated. We have another sensor preheated. And we managed to kill one. Very, very useful. Upon defeating an enemy with bleed, all allies... Man, what if we had a vampire build for Geburah? Because... But wine is so hard... Or rather, all the vampire stuff's so hard to use because you have constant health drain. I don't know, though. Could be useful. Especially with things like Dipsia. I guess we'll see. We'll see. The red mist makes her approach. Fate's choice. Nature liberation. Spend all stacks of sensors. Switch to bloodfeed form. Well, Geburah died, but we did get him. And now, the leaders of our Corp. Florence. Refracted. At the start of the scene... okay, it's basically shimmering. The commander. If the character has 11 or more... Okay, so it's like Nikolai. Commander. Gain special combat pages that can be used on allies. Targeted allies gain commandeered. When commandeered allies gain emotion points, the commander also gains the same emotion points. These pages can only be used once per scene. Target locked. Pages used by this character cannot be redirected. Support. Cannot clash nor deal damage to allies. If the character has 11 or more charge at the start of the scene, all allies take 2 less damage and stagger damage. And can store up to 30 charges. Tracer Bullet. Gain 5 charge upon discarding this. Unused, restore 1 light. Spend 4 charge to gain 1 additional light. HPN Bullet. Healing Bullet. Target ally. On hit, spend 4 charge to recover HP by the natural roll. Oh, wow. So you legit just have all the bullets. Spend 4 charge, recover stagger resistance by the natural roll. Spend 4 charge to give 2 protection, stagger protection. And spend 4 charge to give 2 strength this scene and the next. Battle Command 2. Give 2 protection to all allies this scene. Emitter Bullet. Spend 6 charge to give all other allies 4 charge upon discarding this page. On use, gain 9 charge. And Lead Through the Head. On kill, give 20 charge, 1 endurance, and 1 strength to all allies next scene. On use, spend all charge, boost the power of all dice on this page by +1 for every 6 charge spent, boost by +5 if 30 or more charge was spent. Power affects this die ×2. If the target's resistances are endured or ineffective, treat them as weak or fatal.
So be it.
Well, might not have Gabur anymore, but we do have
Fate's choice. Then let's let him have it, boys.
Oh, alright. Just a little bit of damage, you know, not even that much. Oh!
Scarlet Essence.
Give me your blood.
Your stats are mine.
Ooh, that's gonna be a stagger. No, but it was very close.
Bring forth the Red Hood.
Well then, let us see what can be done here. First of all, I want to bullet shower. I think it'll be the best thing that I, could do. Then, hollow point shell. Yeah. Okay, you're going for an AoE. Silent Spring. Oh, that's new. Can only be used at 20 plus charge. Spend 20 charge to gain 6 toxic, 6 burn, 8 smoke. On hit, inflict 6 toxic and burn.
I see. Well then, let us strike without hesitation.
Okay, as for what we're gonna do here, let's try and recover some health. Scarlet Essence. Okay, sketch. Yeah, we're out of helpful stuff at this point. Oh, right, you can't be redirected. Oh. Well, let's just hope this is enough then. Well, unfortunately, we did.
Or are we?
Well, we can no longer be staggered. Issue. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. So, I want you to deal as much damage as you possibly can. I don't think we've recovered enough health yet. Oh, yikes. Yeah, no, we're just dead. Yeah, we're super dead. But maybe we can dish out a lot of damage beforehand.
Well then, so be it. The power of the magical girls descends upon you.
Ow, okay. Wow, you roll insane. Okay, benevolent because we need healing. We need healing very badly. Also, the fact that you have so many... Oh my god. Ensnare, Silent Spring. Can we actually block this? Certainly try. Okay, then... we're just... dead. We're just dead. Let's see. Go for Mannequin. Arcana Break, just to try and get you out of the way. Then Tifrith, unfortunately, is just going to take a ton of damage. Twisted Delight. And then we are out of juice. Okay. Try and just kill him. Then Will of the Prescript might be enough. Well. God dang. Okay. All right, yeah. Yeah, no, we're just dead. In fact, I think we just lose the reception. I actually don't think we're going to be able to do enough damage to counter what's coming for us. Because they're just dealing so much damage turn to turn. Especially when we can't redirect that. And she's also tankier than them, yeah. Yikes.
You wanna be really strong? Then let me show you true power.
Eh, we hit 2 of them. Good enough. Oh, what? Okay, well, there goes freaking Aen. Wow, legit just executed. Alright. Well, that sucks, considering he had most of our ego pages, but whatever. This floor is insane, and you still get 1,000,000 ego pages either way, so... Ugh. Unfortunate, not the end of the world. Was not expecting Aen to be actually one-shot.
Time to wash away the filth!
Oof, that stagger. That's gonna be a huge problem. Dude, that was a hard reception. Ugh. I'm like, I've already said this a few times, but I'm both so pleased that they're hard, and also like, ugh, they're so hard. Oh well. It's like a weird mix. It's like, I'm glad they're hard because it means our builds are not stomping them, but also they're hard and that makes it hard. Used as tools until the end of the line. What a miserable end. That's what good livestock are, after all. Objects meant to reap some benefit for their owners. You told me that the burden I feel isn't but a fuss, right? Yep. Pain has varying weights to all, influenced heavily by the weight of their lives are set themselves. Wow, if only Roland could speak. Apparently I've been drinking with nutsacks too much. Ha ha ha! No need to worry about it too much. Thanks. Now, organize these books for me. EEG and heart rate are stable. No rejection reaction. All that remains is to wait. Where am I? Is this a test subject isolation room? Why am I here? What is this mask? Doctor, she woke up. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Miss Mill, did you sleep well? Who are you? Why am I here? Oh, I guess I need to introduce myself. I'm Victor, a researcher in the Augmentation Development Department. I remember seeing your face when you joined the company, but you seem to have forgotten. Victor. I've never heard of this name. Well, it doesn't matter. You seem to have a lot of questions, so feel free to ask. Why am I here? I've made a request to my higher-ups to allow some of the members of the Fourth Pack to participate in my ongoing experiment. The others were too much, but I was able to get permission to include you and a few other members of the Rabbit team. Experiment? What experiment? No, part of the Fourth Pack? What about the others? Maxim, Rudolph, Grandma? No. What about Captain Nikolai? I'm afraid they didn't make it out of the library alive. Didn't return from the library? Does that mean the Fourth Pack is wiped out? Of course. You didn't come back either. Then why am I here? If I went to the library and died, that means I'm a clone. But the replicator...
You want to ask me how you were copied when the replicator is obviously not running? It wasn't a problem leaving one out of the last 5,000 Myos copied.
You left it? But there shouldn't be more than 2 clones in the city, right?
For more than 7 days. Maybe the higher-ups expected the library takeover to fail, but it seems that you went to the library and they decided that you wouldn't survive more than 7 days. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to steal your clone.
What kind of is it that they expected it to fail in the first place?
I don't know much about that. The point is, you're alive because of it.
That?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask?
Who's that woman next to you?
Oh, I forgot to introduce her. This girl is called Barim. She helped a lot with the experiment you were participating in. Miss Barim, say hello.
Nice to meet you. Barim. I'm sure I've heard that name before. No, never mind. My stomach churns with every breath I take. Does this have anything to do with that experiment?
I can't tell you exactly what the experiment was, but for now, let's call it an adaptation period. You'll be fine after a little while.
I'm a test subject, so why can't you tell me? Tell me what you did to my body right now, old man.
For security reasons, I can't tell you. And you might think it's weird, but sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Don't want to tell? I'm gonna make you tell then.
I'm sorry, but even if you rip that straitjacket right now and strangle me, I won't be able to tell you.
If that is what you say.
I hope you understand. As I said, it's better not to know. Well, I can't tell you exactly. I'm just going to paraphrase. Now, Miss Barim's body has a few physical characteristics that others don't have. That physical characteristic was partially implemented and applied to you.
Nice of you to do that without my consent.
I apologize for the lack of informed consent, but if it weren't for this experiment, you wouldn't be alive. By the way, Miss Myo, how strong do you think you are?
What do you mean?
Just a simple question. Please answer me.
How would I know that?
If it's hard to answer, I'll change the question. Compared to when you joined the company, how strong do you think you have become so far?
I don't know how strong I've become, but I'm sure I'm stronger than when I joined.
To get that strength? No. How many times did Yoi have to kill yourself to stay here?
I don't know either. If you collect all my corpses, you'll build a mountain.
After killing so many of yourself, didn't you think this is it?
What?
I apologize if I offended you, but I never meant to disparage or insult the work you've done. I was wondering, if you kill yourself, and what you gain from dying is strength, is that strength worth it? Is this act done in the name of strength really the best way to go? If the way to obtain an outstanding individual is the same as an individual's... I don't think YouTube allows me to say that word. So I'm just going to go over it just in case. After all, we don't want this video going in the dead zone, do we? Isn't that a contradiction? I wanted to find answers to these questions, so I started researching.
What are you trying to say? Don't paraphrase, just say it. It's annoying.
Simply put, your experiment, or to put it another way, this procedure will enhance your combat abilities. And over time, your body will adapt, and you'll get better and better in many ways. and the results will provide answers to my questions.
Something I don't even understand. Anyway, so what am I supposed to do now? Am I just supposed to be stuck in this room with her?
I need you to help me validate the performance of this experiment.
Validate the performance?
Performance is needed to increase the scope of treatment application. I also need something to report on to the above.
So what am I supposed to do?
Sorry, but I need you to go to the library.
Go to the library? Are you kidding me? You know that the fourth pack has been sent there twice now, and been wiped out both times. And you want me to go in there again?
That's not my requirement. It was directed from above. If you don't like it, you don't have to go. There are other ways to validate performance.
Really?
Of course. You can stay here.
I don't like the word you. It means something else.
It's not a lie. You can stay, but...
But what? Come on, say it.
Others who remained as test subjects, so all members of the rabbit team, will be disposed of.
The other rabbits will be disposed of?
Didn't I tell you? You and a few other members of the rabbit team were involved in this experiment. Others, but not you, were conditioned to go to the library after the experiment is over. It doesn't matter to you, does it? It's their business anyway. You don't have to go to the library for the other test subjects. It's also not a good thing to send precious test subjects to a place full of dangers.
Even if you say this.
Anyway, I'll hear back in half an hour. And if you're struggling with the decision, remember your favorite saying.
My favorite saying?
It's not the strong who survive. It's the survivors who are strong. No matter how you look at it, that's not wrong. It's a very good saying. If there is a way for you to survive in this situation, shouldn't you hold on to it? Rib, I never thought I'd hear that name here.
Do you know her?
Acquaintance, or rather, I know her one-sidedly.
Can you tell me straight without saying anything I don't understand?
Well, she was a very famous fixer when I myself was working as one.
And that famous fixer is being rolled as a test subject.
Well, that's humans for you. Never know what's gonna happen. I heard she's been missing since she fought in the Smoke War. Never thought she'd become an R-Corp test subject. By the way, that Mio's fate is a disaster. Fight, die, rise, fight again, die, rise. Then this time become a test subject. It looks like...
Like a lab white rabbit.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
Am I wrong, though?
No, you're right. The leader of the rabbit team used as a lab rabbit. It's like a pun that makes the atmosphere go down. By the way, Angela, what we've seen just now means...
It means that she, or her subordinates, are coming to the library.
Yeah, the R-Corp guy who came here last time was no joke. It's not gonna be easy this time either.
Anyway, I'm more curious about the experiment they were subjected to.
If the researcher of the wing is researching directly, it might be far from an ordinary procedure. It doesn't seem to be something purely related to strengthening the body.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Then, I'll be counting on you in this reception as well.
Yeah, just leave it to me.
This is the third time I'm here. To think that I would visit the place where I died twice. There's no one to answer me if I talk to myself like this. It feels like... Welcome, dear guest. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. Long time no see, Angela. You're meeting me for the third time, right? Yes, you've been here before with other colleagues. Except for me, there are only rabbits who can't speak. So it doesn't matter if you speak comfortably. No, there's nothing more to say. So I'll just go in. What are you looking at? Is it because you think I look funny? Just curious. What are you so curious about? Surely you had a way to stay and not come here. But I don't understand why you decided to come to the library. How do you know that? It's just 8 to come to the library when you have a way to live. I don't know. I just didn't think much of it. Maybe it's just a simple curiosity. Curiosity. That's why you came back to the place where you died twice. Hey, why do you keep saying I'm here to die? I'm not gonna die. I'll fight with all my might and kill all these librarians. And I'm gonna get that book or something and get out alive. Get it? If you understand, let me in now, because it's annoying. May you find your book in this place. I know my Mio voice was probably better in the past. Mio! 330 health, 155 staggered. Very low. Well, for that. For every 15% of max health lost this act, gain 1 haste at the start of each scene, up to 4. If the character has 8 or more haste at the start of the scene, gain 3 additional speed dice for the scene. Mio's prowess, we know what that does. Smoke amplifier. When inflicting smoke through combat pages, apply 1 additional stack. Whoa. Awakening smoke. She's a smoke build? Gain haste equal to the amount of smoke on self. And puffy broom. Smoke emission. Deal 8 damage to self. Restore 2 light. Gain 3 smoke. Gain 1 haste. Next scene. Smoke absorption. If target has 5 or more smoke, all die on this page gain +2 power. On hit, recover HP equal to 2 times target smoke. Swift offense. Deal 7 damage to self, inflict 4 smoke to each other, gain 2 haste next scene, inflict 2 smoke twice. Pack onslaught. Deal 10 damage to self, all allies draw 1 page and gain 1 haste next scene. On clash win, restore 1 light. On hit, 5 smoke. Feral. If user has 8 plus smoke, all dice gain +2 power, and user takes 3 damage after rolling a die for this scene. On hit, inflict 5 smoke to each other. And ferocious blades. All dice on this page gain power equal to user's haste. On clash win, destroy all of the opponent's dice. On clash lose, destroy all dice on this page. On hit, recover 7 HP, inflict 3 smoke to all enemies twice. And now we have you, Awakening Smoke, Smoke Amplifier, Puffy Broom, and Rabbit Augmentation, and all the pages seem to be the same. So, I know we already took this floor out, but it feels very fitting that Mio goes against Gibura. I didn't want to look like this in front of you. Well, I mean, she did have special dialogue. You know, this is really gonna go one of 2 ways because we're all inflicting smoke.
Let's do this! Inspire them!
Hooah! Gain a bunch of strength. Should be relatively good to go.
Dreary downpour!
Well, at least the last attack hit. Okay, yeah, so let's just completely all in quadruple double dip Gabura, huh? Okay, only one that didn't hit is Mio, that's fine. Go for the mass attack!
Let them bear witness to true pain.
Okay, 2 of the 4th pack remain, and then of course Mio. Talk about overkill. Hey, leave that to Mio though, she's always about overkill. Okay, counter die working out nicely. The assault order died to bleed of all things. Okay, now real quick, re-roll. There it is, Claws of Savagery. Okay, so I want to set up... Yeah, I'm gonna have a 1v1. So, let's just try and get as many emotion levels as we possibly can, even if that means completely throwing our lead. Here we go. Oh, our emotion level didn't go up? Ooh. What is this? Smoke absorption? That's fine. Then, in that case, hit here just a couple times, and that should be enough. How? How are you not? What?
Goodbye, Mio. Let it be known that you died against a true hero.
Ugly to you too, right? No, not ugly. Let's go back. I find it funny that Gabura actually gives her like a little bit, I don't find you ugly. I still don't understand.
What are you talking about?
The reason why she came back to the library when she had a way to live. I don't think I would have ever made that choice.
Maybe it was sympathy for the other test subjects who were about to be disposed of. Or maybe it was because she simply didn't want to live anymore. Or maybe there were other reasons that they didn't want to talk about.
This frustration is making my head hurt.
If you read her book, you might be able to understand something. By the way, the smoke they were emitting.
Do you have any ideas?
It may simply be a procedure that makes a body emit smoke, but the smell of smoke is all too familiar. A smoke that smells like a human that I can never forget.
If it's a smoke that smells like humans, it might be the old Corp.
That's right. It's very similar to the smell of smoke that filled the area around the old Corp. What was the nature of the experiment they were subjected with?
What the heck did I see? It's all a lie. It must be a lie.
Oh.
Alright, well, when you said masked man, I didn't think...
Well, alright then. Well, I guess I'm like more... No, I'm not quite as edgy right now. I don't know. Forget it. It's just gonna be the rolling voice. We know who it is.
Hey, don't you dare spacing out.
Uh...
Why the heck are you dazing in the middle of a battlefield? Get a grip.
Horrible. Disgusting. You, me, all of us.
What kind of... are you talking about all of a sudden? Grab that sword right now and fight. Just a little more fighting, and Goodbye to this crappy place.
Yeah, I could forget about that with a little more fighting. I'm losing my mind. You helped me, but I'm not gonna say thank you.
Finally come to your senses. What the heck did you see?
You'd better not know.
Anyway, I'm going down there now. What are you going to do? I'm not sure how much longer I can fight like that.
For better or for worse, I'm not going.
That's it. Let's go each other's way. Oh, and what's your name?
Why are you asking?
Just curious.
You don't need to know, and I don't want to tell you.
You're not funny. Forget it. I'm not listening anymore.
You'd better not go down there.
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Thanking you for your help by giving men advice.
You're funny. Never mind. I'm not listening to you.
Take care then. Miss Barim, are you awake? Miss Barim? Miss Barim? I'm going in. Miss Barim, so you're awake. Miss Barim, where are you sitting right now?
A horrible place. I'm sitting in a horrible place right now.
A horrible place. What is that place like? Miss Barim, answer me this. Why is that place so horrible?
Nothing. I feel nothing.
That's too bad. I wish I could have seen that. Calm down, Miss Barim. You are not sitting in a horrible place, but on a bed in your own room.
It's horrible. I don't know anything. What's what?
Miss Barim, you look bad.
No. No, Doctor, I'm okay.
I'm glad if you're okay, but I know it's a lot to take in, and I want you to listen to what I'm about to say, Miss Barim.
Something to say. What are you going to say?
The above have decided to dispose of you.
What do you mean, Doctor?
This means they've decided what to do with you.
Dispose? I don't understand.
So the powers that be have decided to discard you. There was nothing I could do to stop that decision. I'm sorry, Miss Barim.
Then I will die, right?
I have no authority or power to stop our Corp's disposal unit.
In the end, I couldn't fix my body.
I'm really sorry. Just a little more time. Just a little more time and I would have found a method to heal you. But there's really no way around.
What method are you talking about?
There's no way to stop the disposal unit, but there is a way to get you out. Here, an invitation to the library.
If it's the library, then
That's right. That's where the captain of the rabbit team went last time we saw her. If you go there and get the books that are listed here, based on your performance, it is highly likely that the disposal unit will be withdrawn, or the period extended.
how can you be sure of that?
Recently, our Corp has been facing a lot of problems with books in the library. If you could solve a problem like R Corp and W Corp Singularities leak by bringing the books, I'll be able to revise your assessment.
All right, Doctor. I'll follow what you say.
I'm sorry, Miss Barim. I never thought I'd be entrusting you with such a dangerous task.
It's okay, Doctor. I'm in this condition. But I know you're trying to fix me. And, Doctor, because you are a good person.
I left your clothes and your weapon in the restroom. Change before you go. As an invited guest, you're expected to be at least a little formal.
Okay, Doctor. I'll be right back.
A phone call at a time like this. Yes, that's me.
The signal from Subject 1 in the isolation room has disappeared. I'm guessing you're the one who stole it.
You know it well.
Apparently, the decision was made to dispose of the Subject 1 due to poor research performance. Could it be that you stole her away to protest against that decision?
She is a very special test subject. Her disposition cannot be determined by a few words.
I don't understand, Doctor. Didn't I promise you a place on the Augment Development Department?
I'm the one who doesn't understand. I don't understand those of you who don't understand the uniqueness of a special test subject like her. If I could fully understand her idiosyncrasies, I could create a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Trying to end her potential like that.
I don't need to hear any more. Clearly, the smoke, the singularity of the old L-Corp, and the source that generates it. And your plan was to analyze the body of a fixer whose body had been parasitized by a part of that source to create a more stable source of smoke, right? An additional plan was to restore the fixer's sanity, which had been ruined by the parasitization of the source of the smoke. The plan was indeed impressive, Doctor. It was slow, but there was definitely progress. But you knew from the experiment with the rabbit team. It's a procedure that the subject can't stand. Too much time has passed to give room for improvement, Doctor.
You guys don't understand her. You don't understand how phenomenally her abilities develop over time. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more and it'll be perfect.
I'm not supposed to tell you this, but I'm going to, out of respect for you. The Ravens will be there soon. Then I'll hang up now.
So this is how it ends up. Miss Barim, please survive.
How's the experiment they got? So Mio and Barim have that horrible thing inside their bodies? What the heck is the source of that smoke? The singularity of the old L-Corp. I know that much. What exactly is the source of that smoke? The source of the smoke is sorry, I don't remember enough to explain. You said it was terrible, but you don't remember it. Everybody who saw it during the war had their memories wiped. But the memory of how horrible it was sticks in my head. I can kind of see why it's terrible. Angela, I have a favor to ask. What is it? May I greet this guest? Why, though? There's something I really want to ask her. I'm giving you permission just this once.
This is the library. So big. And quiet.
Welcome, dear guest. I'm the librarian. I'm Roland, the library director's deputy and librarian.
Nice to meet you. I'm Barim.
Now, if you go forward, the librarians who will fight you... No, you and I will be fighting. If you fight and win, you can take the books listed on the invitation.
And if I lose?
If you lose, you will become a book.
Become a book? I don't understand.
You don't have to understand it. It's just the way it is.
Okay, let's get to it then.
Hold on. I want to ask you something.
What do you want to ask?
Do you remember anything about the source of the smoke you saw in the smoke war?
The source of the smoke? I don't remember anything.
You really don't remember anything? You can't remember a single thing that made you like this?
I'm sorry, but I really don't remember anything.
That doesn't make sense.
Sorry.
No, there's nothing to be sorry about. It might be for the better for you and me not to remember. And follow me. Let's get started.
Okay.
Oh, where'd your page go? Oh, really? It changes his deck too? Or wait, no, he just doesn't have Black Silence on. What? Hang on. Patron. Okay, yeah, no, he just doesn't have one. Alright, well, hang on. Let's equip his Black Silence again, because he should have automatically had it on. Ah, there we go. Barim. 450 health, 270 stagger, weak to slash, but endured to stagger slash and stagger. Blunt. Shimmering, okay. Heavy smoke. When using a combat page, lower the minimum roll and increase the maximum roll of all dice depending on smoke on this character, lowering and increasing by 1 per 2 stacks of smoke up to 5. Smoke reduces incoming damage instead of amplifying it on this character. Whoa. Okay, so no damage increase, but you take less. That is really unique. Overload. If the character has 4 or more smoke, at the start of the scene, take damage equal to half of the character's smoke and inflict smoke to all other characters equal to 1/4 of this character's smoke. When HP drops to 50, gain 6 smoke, fully recover stagger resist, enter Outburst. While in Outburst, become able to store up to 16 smoke at once, gain immunity to immobilization, and take no damage from the Overload passive. Duel. The opponent gains bonus max HP and stagger resist. Okay, yeah. The regular duel passive. Smoke Amplifier. When inflicting smoke through combat pages, apply 1 additional stack, and you can store up to 12. Smoke Generation. Gain 2 smoke, restore 1 light, inflict 2 smoke to each other. Settle Down. Spend all smoke, recover HP equal to smoke spent. Amplification. Draw 1 page and gain 3 smoke, 2 to 10 dodge, and inflict 3 smoke. Reorganization. Spend 5 smoke to gain 2 strength and protection next scene, and a counter die /7 to 12 this scene. If user has less than 5 smoke, spend all smoke to gain endurance this scene. Smoke Armor. If user has 8+ smoke, gain 3 protection, and when hit, inflict 1 smoke to the attacker for this scene. On hit, gain 3 smoke and recover HP equal to 5% of max HP. Huh. On hit. That's interesting wording for a block die. Obstructing view. If target has 6 or more smoke, target's offensive dice will roll minimum at a 40% chance for this scene. On Clash Win, draw 1 page, inflict 2 smoke. Deep Smoke. Gain 2 smoke, draw 1 page. If user has 7+, gain +2 power. Inflict 2 smoke, inflict 2 bleed.
Continuous battle.
If user has 7+ smoke, restore 2 light, draw 2 pages, inflict 2 fragile and paralysis this scene.
And blurred strike.
Gain 4 smoke, offensive dice on this page, roll the middle value of all dice. If target has 7 or more smoke, inflict 1 fragile, and on hit, recover 5% max HP. What's funny is I was actually going to bring Roland, even if it didn't automatically give him. So it really works out that it did.
Now then, what you got?
Okay, amplification. Technically, Alias Workshop would do real good there. Then I want an Old Boys here. Okay, and you're going double for this. Then in that case, I'm gonna go for Mook, and then just get a free Ranga Workshop hit. Whew! God dang, you hit hard. Oh, and you even overpowered the Mook Workshop. All right. Oh, and that counter die. Not exactly going easy on me either. Okay, well then. Urging. Yeah, we need the extra health and speed. But we now have 3 strength every turn. So that's going to help a lot. I'm going to go for Durandal right here. Crystal Ulterior technically could be good. I'm actually going to go for Ulterior Logic. Then, ooh, Wheels would be real good here. Zelkova. Yeah. Okay, let's go Zelkova, and then I want to go for Mook here. Okay, we're starting to take a lot of damage.
The lies of P.
Pinocchio, because he's made of pine and oak, you know.
Get her.
Okay, recover a fair amount of health. Crystal Ulterior. Ah, we won one of them. Okay, I believe that is all 9 dice now. Opponent's successful pierce. You know what? Sword of Frost. Deal extra stamina damage as well. Remorse could work, depending. We're gonna hold off on it right now. Okay, let's see. Going for any big dice?
Whoa.
Yeah, that one's gotta go. If we were gonna Furioso, it's gonna be right there.
Here we go. Furioso.
Okay, reroll. Guilt. Yup. And Wrist Cutter. I wouldn't be surprised if she drops down to 50 health. Roland looking good in that outfit. Incoming stagger. I think we're recovering exactly the same amount as we were losing, so that was real unfortunate. Immobilized. She can't be affected by that, I don't think. Deal and take twice as much? You know what? We're playing risky. We're playing risky. Let's do it. Let's do this. Free Durandal. Okay, let's see. Cheap. Old boys. And then I kind of want to hold on to the rest of what we got for now. Okay, she's at 50.
Alas, I remember now. That clear day.
Yes. Okay, what's your change? Smoke armor, overload, outburst. Okay, nothing changed yet. Scenery of the day. Dice on this page are not affected by the minimum part of heavy smoke on use if user has 10 plus smoke. She definitely does. Boost minimum value of all dice on this page by +5. On Clash Win, destroy all of the opponent's dice. Oh, boy. Alright. Well, let's try and stop that. Then what else are you doing? Smoke generation, deep smoke, blurred strike. Okay. I think I can get through this. If nothing else, we're certainly going to try. Now, we can't Furioso just yet. Let's see. Zelkova should be able to take that on. Ranga Workshop should work against this. And then we're just going to take a little bit of attacks. It would have been more cinematic had I just held Furioso, but to be fair, we actually were almost able to do it again, so... So, why did you ask her about the source of the smoke? It was a horrible memory, but something made me want to try and think about it again. It's the vague memories that bother me, and I thought it would be less painful if they were more defined. But you failed. That's right. Maybe she had her memory wiped too. Or maybe her memory itself was ruined by the experiment. But maybe it's a good thing I don't remember it. If I had to relive that, I might not have been able to stand it. But what was the look of her that she showed at the end? I don't know either. Maybe the experiment that researcher named Victor said she was an experiment to make that. Maybe the researcher was right. The experiment was close to completion. Yeah, right. If she came to the library with that experiment completed. Ugh, I don't want to think about it. Anyway, now that the entertainment's over, I'm gonna go take a rest. Since you did the entertainment yourself this time, you should organize the books yourself. Are you kidding me? Alrighty, well, I believe that is going to do it for this episode of the Library of Ruina. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Ruina. So we still have a lot left to do. As you can see on this screen alone, we've got multiple receptions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this screen alone. That's not including the general receptions and all the other ones floating around. So I don't think we're gonna be going on a quote hiatus for Ruina anytime soon. It seems like there is a lot of mods still left to do, and I intend to do each and every single one of them. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.